Yesterday in science, we learned all about vertebrates. Remember, when you put your hand on your back and you can feel your spine, that's your backbone. And all animals that we call vertebrates, they have a backbone. They have bones like you and I do. Now, today we're going to talk about invertebrates. That means animals without a backbone. In general, these animals are going to be much smaller because the backbone is what allows some of our vertebrates to grow very big. After we take some notes, we're also going to be on National Geographic Kids today, doing a mini. We are on page 42. Make sure you're there. We are also on the bottom of page 3 in our notes. We've got one more thing to do there. This section we're going to talk about animals without backbones. So, animals without backbones are called invertebrates. Then you can turn to the top of page 4. Let's read in our notes. Most animals do not have skeletons made of bones inside their bodies. There are the animals without backbones. These are the animals without backbones, or invertebrates. Sea stars, butterflies, and spiders are some invertebrates. There are many more kinds of invertebrates than vertebrates, as the chart shows. So when we think of animals, we a lot of times think of vertebrates. But in all reality, that's just a tiny piece of the pie. All the animals, there are way more invertebrates than there are vertebrates. Think of all the different types of bugs. All right, those are all different animals of invertebrates. Right here. A soft sac filled with liquid supports worms and sea jellies. A hard shell supports clams. Insects and other arthropods have a hard covering on the outside of their bodies. These kinds of structures cannot support very big animals. Most invertebrates do not grow as big as most vertebrates. Many invertebrates are very small. That goes in our notes. Many invertebrates are very small. Several million tiny roundworms may live in 1 square meter of soil. You may not notice many invertebrates, but they live all over Earth. Down here at the bottom of your page, you've got a dragonfly. That's an invertebrate. These are all different types of invertebrates. So arthropods like spiders, sea jellies, worms, mollusks, and then insects is a huge part of it. Right? So we've got invertebrates include, we've got our 4 categories right here. So I'm at the top of page 4 on your notes. Invertebrates include sea jellies, worms, mollusks, and arthropods. Now let's learn a little bit more about each one of those. Pause the video if you're not done with this part of your notes. Sea jellies have a soft body and long stinging body parts. The body of a sea jelly is made mostly of water. A sea jelly uses its stingers to stun its prey before pulling it into its stomach. Most sea jellies live in the ocean. Next group, worms. Worms are animals with long, soft bodies and no legs. You've probably seen an earthworm in the soil. These invertebrates help keep soil healthy. Mollusks. Mollusks are animals with soft bodies. Some mollusks include the octopus, squid, clam, and snail. Many mollusks have a hard shell. Then, arthropods. These animals are members of the largest group of invertebrates. They wear their skeletons outside their bodies. The bodies of arthropods are made up of more than one main part, and they have legs with joints. Insects, spiders, and crabs are all arthropods. Now, after we're done with that, we've got a research project that we're going to do that looks like this. So take out take this sheet out of your Tuesday folder. Make sure you've got your name at the top. Now, on Google Classroom, you're going to go on there and click the link to National Geographic Kids. When you get there, you need to answer the questions below. you need to choose an animal. So I'm going to ask you what's the name of the type of animal you chose, and then which group was your animal in? Mammals, birds, reptiles, prehistoric like dinosaurs, amphibians, invertebrates, or fish? I'm going to need you to tell me 3 facts about your animal. And then on the back of this paper, I want you to draw me a picture of the animal that you chose. I'll show you on my screen where this is on Google Classroom, or on National Geographic Kids, so you get a little bit better. All right. Now, when you click the link for National Geographic Kids, here's where it's going to take you. When you click animals at the top, those are the groups that I was talking about. So on your worksheet, in number 2, where it says which group was your animal in, that's right here. So you're going to pick either, look here on the screen, a mammal, a bird, a reptile, an amphibian, invertebrates, animals without backbone, or fish. All right? Now, I used to love fish, so I'm going to pick fish. So that means I would circle fish right here. Then I'm going to pick a specific animal here. So as I look here, I can scroll down. I've got a whole ton of different options. I could pick a blue marlin. I could pick a bull shark. Ooh, a goblin shark. That looks scary. An electric eel, a great white shark, a hairy frogfish. I could pick any of these. These are all fish. Now, I do not like anything scary, so I am not picking any of those scary looking ones. Ooh, I like the clown anemone fish. When I click it, I've got some different information here. I've got some pictures. Now it gives me some information beneath here too, right? Living among the tentacles of the anemone, the clownfish anemone gains protection from predators, which don't dare get near the stinging protector. I can see that it's a fish. I can see how long it normally lives. In the wild, it normally lives 6 to 10 years. I can see its size. I can read all this information about it here. All right? Now, this is where I'm going to go, and I'm going to pick 3 facts to write here at the bottom. Tell me 3 facts. 1, it lives in a stinging anemone. 2, it can be 6 to 10 years old. 3, it's normally 4.3 inches. All right, it's that simple. I'm just going to pick 3 facts right off my screen that tell me about the animal. Then, on the back, I'm going to get out my coloring supplies, and I'm going to draw a picture of the clownfish, where it lives, any of that. Now, I always love it when students go above and beyond, so if you've got more than 3 facts, fantastic. All right, but that's your assignment for today. We'll go over it on our Zoom call too, but if you have any questions, please let me know.